Hey gang, here is the video for the second round OkMEA All-State Etude, number 16 out of the Bordogni, Rochu book, whatever you call it, depending on the instrument you play. Although, if you're watching this, you're probably playing tuba, because why would you be watching the tuba video if you play euphonium? That doesn't make any sense. This one, I know the first things that people see is the key. It's only 3 sharps. You got to know your A major scale. I'm 98% sure in the scale sets anyways. So as long as you're practicing your A major scale in conjunction with working on this, the key really shouldn't be that much of an issue. It's not that fast to begin with either. I know there's some symbols on there that a lot of you may not, and some terms that you may not be 100% familiar with. If you look at measure 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 36, got that little X thing. It happens again later in like 52 or 53. I forget where exactly. That little X thing is a double sharp, meaning instead of an accidental raising it a half step, we actually raise it a whole step. So now F double sharp is just G natural. So you're going from G sharp, I guess from your perspective, G sharp to G natural, or F double sharp, back to G sharp, B natural, A natural, okay? So that's what that is. And then if you look down under measure 51, A piazzare, essentially that's like a cadenza, play at your leisure, if you will. I've been out of town for the last week and a half, getting ready for, or doing a bunch of brass band stuff on my B flat horn. I never recorded, as many of you, if you see my videos, I always recorded on my C or my F. So I've got all these worked up on C, and I just was stubborn, refused to work it up on B flat. So I'm saying all that to say the A piazzare section is definitely going to be very uninspired. I'm not saying you should not at all play it like I'm about to play it. It's going to be extremely basic because I just haven't had a ton of time to work through what I want to work on it, but I do want to get you all a video so you have a reference on that. For those of you that take lessons with me, we'll dig into it more in your lessons. If you don't take lessons with me, well, I'm sure your band directors are smart. And I'm happy to answer questions too if you have them. And hit me up for a lesson. Why not? Why not? What do you got to lose? What do you got to lose? Probably a lot, but what have you ut to lose, really? Okay. From there, this shouldn't ever feel rushed. I know, it is a little bit more brisk when you factor in the rhythmic figures and the tempo we're taking, but it should never feel rushed. This is still a lyrical, vocalese type etude that we're really trying to show off, especially as tuba players, our beautiful sounds in middle upper register without being overbearing. Again, we have a stereotype of just loud, blatty noise, and it rings true for many of us, but it's also a great instrument that can really just showcase just these glorious sounds and just encompasses all registers, especially when we play it well. So, sorry, I'm getting a little more philosophical than I mean to in some of these lessons, but this is a chance. If you've got a great sound, this is your money etude. Okay, a lot of us will play the technical etude well. You all made it this far. You're all very good players, obviously. So, what can you do in this one especially to make it stand out? Okay, you're competing against, I don't know how many there are exactly. We'll say 60. You're competing against 60 to 70 other people that are all great musicians. So what are you going to do as an individual to really separate what you're going to audition with versus somebody else? All right, let's go ahead and play this. If you watch the other video, I'm going to have the Met going as well. Although it's going to be awkward when I get to the A piazzare and I don't listen to it at all. Either way, here we go. Da 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 da, nice and relaxed. 1, 2, 3, here. 16. Again, just ignore the Opia, sorry. I don't love how I just played that, but I'm not going to re-record it just for that little section. You get the gist of what this is supposed to sound like. So stay relaxed. There's times where we can play full, but for the most part, glorious sounds, great shaping. Again, let your ears, like we talked about in the other one, let your ears dictate when you hear things start to change. If you hear things start to change, things are probably changing, assuming you're playing all the right notes and rhythms. But if you, especially if you listen to this, you play back with it, you hear things start to change, okay, let that guide you with what you can do musically. But as always, you know, if you've made it this far, just keep doing what you're doing. You're obviously doing a lot of things right. Hope this video helps. As always, again, shoot me a message if you study with me and have a question. If you don't, leave a question in the comment section, and we'll get back to you. So, as always, you all are awesome, and happy practicing.